Okay, we've got big breaking news coming in. External Affairs Minister Jaishankar has responded directly to Rahul Gandhi and said, let's get the facts straight. He's responding to the politics that's been played by Rahul Gandhi over the troops in Galwan not being armed when they went to question the Chinese camp. External Affairs Minister Jaishankar has just tweeted, and I quote, "Let us get the facts straight. All troops on border duty always carry arms, especially when leaving their post. Those at Galwan on 15th June did so. Long-standing practice as per 1996 and 2005 agreements not to use firearms during face-offs." So, big breaking story. External Affairs Minister Jaishankar turning what Rahul Gandhi has said on its head and said that the army troops on the 15th of June were indeed carrying arms, but they were simply following protocol by not using their weapons. So the Indian army forces were following protocol, following border tranquility protocol, only to be betrayed by the Chinese, who also followed that protocol by not using firearms, but instead wielding medieval-style weapons. India Today's Anand Patel with us live. Anand, the minister himself, External Affairs Minister himself, clarifying on this issue.
Well, yes, Shiv, you see, this is a SOP. You've been reporting about it, giving out the insight as to what exactly happened. But yes, this is an SOP that the armed forces, when they meet the Chinese opponents, they go unarmed. They don't carry any weapons. But the Congress party is of the view is that similar incidents have taken place on the border during the face-off as early as May, when a unit came under a similar attack and the commanding officer escaped unhurt, luckily. So there were precedents, but despite that, this particular contingent of the Indian troops, they went unarmed. So the Congress party wants some kind of an accountability to be fixed in this case because the loss of life has been massive. The Congress party also feels that the demands it's been putting forward as to the government should be transparent and there should be an all-party meet. The government has accepted that, and all-party meet has been called tomorrow by the Prime Minister. Yesterday, Rahul Gandhi put out another tweet questioning the silence of the Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister came out with a firm reply. So the Congress party feels that its aggression is paying off as far as the government is concerned, and questioning the government policy vis-a-vis China is concerned. It looks like, there are two clear strategies here for the Congress party. One, it is trying to infringe upon the aura of the BJP, which it has managed to build around itself, that it's the BJP-ruled governments which can better safeguard national interests and sovereignty. And also, second, the kind of attack which the BJP has unleashed upon the Congress, blaming the previous Nehru regime and Indira regimes for what has happened on the China borders. So the Congress party feels by taking an aggressive stance, the party will be able to deflect some of those allegations against previous Congress regime. So clear strategy there. Congress party continuing with a aggressive strategy as far as the China face-off is concerned. It remains to be seen as to what kind of response comes out after tomorrow's all-party meet. All eyes will be there on tomorrow's all-party meet, which will be attended by Congress President Sonia Gandhi herself.
This is going to raise even more questions. What kind of protocol holds when such savagery is being rained upon soldiers? Why weren't the firearms used? Is that protocol so strong that even while being mutilated and murdered by the Chinese, that the Indian forces did not use their firearms because no bullets are supposed to be fired by either side? The Chinese were not using firearms, but they were using medieval-style clubs. The Indians had firearms, says Minister Jaishankar, but they didn't use them, respecting the 1996 and 2005 protocol. But one is trying to understand how in such a situation the Indian troops did not try and defend themselves with those firearms. These are tricky questions which we will try and get clarity over. But remember, those are life and death situations that the army recognizes more than any one of us. Remember, it was their lives that was at stake at that point of time. and whatever the decisions they did make on the ground at that time, we will have to investigate to find what best those decisions were meant to be and why those firearms were not used. Is that how hard and fast India's dedication to border protocol really is, that even in the face of death and extreme provocation, no bullets were fired by those Indian heroes? That is one possibility and appears to be the suggestion from what Minister S Jaishankar has said in direct response to what Rahul Gandhi has said. Anand, is Rahul Gandhi likely to respond? He's got a reply directly from the Minister of External Affairs.
Well, this tit for tat has been going on for quite some time, ever since the incidents took a serious turn. Shiv, we know that the tweets which have been coming out from Rahul Gandhi and the videos which he's been posting are having an aggressive tone. Well, they're not a departure from the past. You know, it's sort of a deja vu of what's used to happen when the UPA was in power. The number of videos are out there on the social media of Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh, Home Minister Amit Shah, addressing masses during public rallies, questioning the UPA government position vis-a-vis Chinese standoff and their aggression. So clearly, it's now the turn of the Congress party to ask questions and ask the government to come out clean, to come out transparent as to what really happens. But obviously, as you rightly pointed out, there are certain, code of conducts which the government has to follow. And certainly, the External Affairs Minister is also following that, not divulging much of the information, but trying to come out clean and trying to reply to what Rahul Gandhi has put out.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.